Good morning, my name is Caden Evans. I'm recording my midterm vlog for GC2Y Sex and Resistance. And now I'm going to start with a couple of the questions that were asked in the prompt. How do you understand resistance? To me, the understanding of the word resistance in this class means any sort of societal pushback to any type of change trying to be made. The thing that stands out to me most is when, in A Woman in Berlin, the author writes, open quote, "Everywhere you look, in every basement, some kind of order always emerges. It has to be in our nature," end quote. This quote to me shows that the author of this book understands that we as humans don't like change in large and unpredictable ways. The author and all of those women had been through many momentous changes in such a short amount of time that they resisted it by finding some ways to reconstruct a sense of control and order. This is also shown later in the book when the author uses humor as a coping mechanism to help herself deal with the trauma. The second question: how do resistance and justice relate to each other in this class? Justice to me in this class is finding a way to cope and also to persecute and reform the wrongs that have been done upon someone. The piece of literature that shows this off is when Roxane Gay writes, "And so I write. I chatter away on Twitter about everything that makes me angry and all the small things that bring me joy. I write blog posts about the meals I cook and as I try to take better care of myself. And with each new entry, I realize that I am undestroying myself after years of allowing myself to stay damaged," end quote. In this, she is reclaiming her self-image and finding justice for herself after all of the horrible things that she has had to endure in a world of being a, quote, bad feminist. She's reclaiming herself for all of the mean things that were said to her as she tried to find equality by both men and women, as she explains in the book. The third question is, how does this apply in real life? Recently in the news, there was a story published about a congresswoman speaking out about things going on in Texas regarding abortion. This congresswoman from Missouri was none other than Cori Bush, who some of you may remember from our watching of Knock the House Down. In this article, she talks about how she was raped at a young age and how she needed to get an abortion. This to me reminds me of our reading of The Laugh of the Medusa. When the author writes, open quote, "Women must write women, and men, men." In this story, they talk about reclaiming the power to allow women to write for and represent themselves. This to me symbolizes that women should also have the right to choose and not be forced by lawmakers who think they know better than the women themselves, like men did in the story in the Middle Ages. Those are my answers to the prompts, and I really hope that this is what we were looking for. Thank you so much.